Hello, people of the interwebs. You know me, hopefully, from my voice on this beautiful channel. And I think you know that voice, too, for what that was. That was totally Bane, by the way.
Hello.
I have Bane as a guest star today. He's gonna help me today with today's subject as the...
Why are your yearbooks in opposite order? Why does it go from junior year to freshman year?
Why not?
I'm ChannelBK.
And, yeah.
We're here to talk about the greatest show that I've ever watched in my life. The 2012 VMA Awards. I really hope you think that I'm joking, because I don't want people right away to say, you are the biggest idiot in the world. Because I'm not. Because I'm pretty sure, unlike all of you, I realize that it was a terrible show. The thing about the VMAs which I don't like, or no, the reason why I like the VMAs is the fact that even if you don't like an artist, like, I despise Pitbull, but 2011 he performed, and I was all like, yeah, give me everything, and it was fun. And usually the VMA performances are the reason why everyone watches the show. No one cares about the awards because it's all popularity, as we saw with One Direction winning everything.
We'll get into that later.
Exactly, but there was really nothing. I will admit Rihanna kind of opened the show okay. Taylor kind of whatever closed it. But there was nothing really... And even my favorite performances weren't really blown away. As you guys... Well, I don't think you guys know, but I absolutely love Kanye's closer, 2010. I loved him and Jay-Z last year. I loved Young the Giant last year. I loved even Taylor Swift performing 2 years ago or whatever. I like that. I even like Drake performing. What else? Like, really, in the past couple of years, the only performance I've really hated was Lil Wayne, but we all know it's just Lil Wayne being...
Lil Wayne.
Having his ass show, shirt off, just being a small child, really. But we're going to get into the show. We're not really going to talk about who won that much, because we kind of don't really care as much.
We'll just talk about the people who won, but we didn't know.
I guess, and all the performances. So, oh yeah, I said you're gonna MC it. I was gonna say it, but okay. So
all right, first up.
Oh, we are totally not using the MTV website for this at all.
Okay, well, first up was Rihanna, featuring A$AP Rocky.
Yeah.
And she did an okay job, for what it was.
She was fucking perverted up there.
Oh yeah,
did you see those?
She's always perverted.
But no, it was funny because it's like when you see it like her, like that song kind of feels like. I understand how it's kind of all kind of the seductive tone, but she could have been like shimming, but she's like popping her pussy. Like she literally popped her pussy everywhere. Yeah. But again, A$AP Rocky was the only reason why I was watching for that. My sister commented on it saying that she sounded a lot like Lil Wayne, which really made me have no hope in what her genre of music entitles. But I understand he got bleeped out a lot, but you gotta realize a lot. See, certain artists never bleep a lot. Like, I know Lil Wayne never does, but the fact that he never did, because maybe he doesn't do that, maybe because it was his first performance, he just was like, I'm gonna play. And he also was announced at the last second. Unlike when you go on a talk show, you can't cuss at all. But like at an award show, most people kind of they'll at least cut the F words, but like they'll leave like shit or bitch,
Well, that's because that's allowed now.
Yeah, like I think anything that's above bitch, you can't. Like I think shit they bleep, of course fuck, but they don't usually say. Well, some people.
Well, and then of course that beautiful N word,
Or nigga, which is whatever. But it's like, but see, like even last year when Kanye performed Otis, he said nigga twice, and I think shit was in there. But it's like. It doesn't get rid of the performance. And what really makes me mad is when they bleep it out. Like, when you listen to a song on the radio and they bleep it out, you still hear the beat. They just completely cut away. You know what I mean? Like, if it was just a normal
during A$AP's Rock.
Like, if it was like, whatever that sweet-ass beat was, but if it was just like, that'd be fine, because then I could kind of be like, okay. Like, I could still kind of jam, but it's like, but that's not close to what Wayne
But let's get to that a little bit later.
Okay. But yeah, she was fine, whatever.
Yeah, she was fine. Next...
She basically, I was afraid for her because I was pretty sure that...
I'm not afraid.
Had to take a stand. Half of the... Eminem is MIA. Start that hashtag. Maybe he'll see it and maybe put out a song for us soon. Or later. I was afraid for her because I'm like, I bet you so many people are like gonna touch her. Like she just kind of walked through the crowd. I'm like, so many guys are just like, I want to shove my cock in your mouth.
Oh well, that wasn't like Green Day, but we'll get to that.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny.
All right, after Rihanna, we got Kevin Hart coming out.
Oh, Kevin Hart did a great job, by the way.
He
but
was
even though,
crazy.
Despite the shitty show.
He was like crazy, dude.
You know what
the
I
first
just
part
realized?
was just
You know
like,
one
let me
thing
talk about Kristen Stewart, okay?
And you know what's funny? One thing that I realized, I'm 100% sure that guy that ran at him wasn't staged. I'm 100% sure, like, at the beginning when the guy runs at him, he's like, oh my god! That wasn't staged. I think that was a real guy, like, running.
And his army of midgets?
Yeah, because a lot of the people in the audience just went like, what the fuck? But, like, I was like, well, I don't know. Because then I was like, oh, maybe they didn't realize. But then I'm like, I think it was, like, not a real guy. It was staged. Or it wasn't staged, but, yeah. Kevin Hart did a good job. But, yeah, the opening was super...
Yeah, and then, of course, best pop video.
One Direction, whatever. We don't really need to talk a lot about that. Katy Perry presented
Katy Perry making out with Niall. No, not a big deal. Then, of course, Calvin Harris gets a nod from Kevin Hart.
We are reading these video by video, but... and then the 2 Chainz thing, I thought that was pretty funny.
3 Chainz.
You gotta have 3 Chainz. And then just the random moment when the Lakers guy came up.
Oh, and then Miley Cyrus.
When Miley Cyrus and Mac Miller presented, Miley's like, blah, 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 blah.
Mac's like,
yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Pink's dope.
I like
Blah,
that.
blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Pink performed. I actually thought she... Now, again, I'm going to say this in a way that's... I will say this, though. In personal opinion, that was my favorite performance in a term of this is what I wanted from the show. I understand if you want slow things, but I'm happy that, and she should have closed or opened it. I think she had a
that
lot
was
more,
really big.
She had a lot more fun, it seemed like.
Like, it started off with, I'll get the party started, just like in a slow version.
That would be
boom!
a perfect way to open the
And
show.
she flies on those lips, not those vagina lips, but those beautiful red lips.
But yeah, it's like, and it was fun. She was interacting with the crowd. She was having fun.
She looked like she was having fun.
Oh yeah, and she's finally like cleaned up. But yeah, I personally thought Pink.
Yeah, because what I said in my top
and
20 songs.
At the time, it sounded like they said cuss words like on TV, and then sometimes they just bleep.
Yeah, because sometimes she forgot to say the word, and then
yeah, sometimes she's just like shit, and they're like, oh shit.
She's like whatever.
But okay, and then some weird girl that
Demi Lovato and Rita Ora.
I've never heard of it. Present, which this surprised the crap out of me. Chris Brown winning Best Male Video over Bieber, which I think kindly shows Bieber has now slipped his way into just being an artist now instead of just this big, oh my god, all the girls. Which I don't care if you hate him. If you're a guy and you hate him, you have to have respect because he finally is. Because it's not like he's represented in a pop way or represented by some gay producers. Like, he's represented by Usher. So it's like he kind of has those swag points. So it's like, I was hooked up by Usher. Who are you hooked up by?
And then
Simon Cowell! So it's not, like, stupid or
It's like every other person. Simon Cowell, Simon Cowell, Simon Cowell.
Exactly.
And then, of course, the person welcomes our next performer, our beautiful friend.
Zoe Saldana presents probably my favorite performance of the night.
Frank Ocean.
Could have done a little more with his performance, like I said.
Bad Religion. That would have been
I was predicting it was going to be some big, epic Bad Religion, but at the same time...
He's just sitting at a campfire.
Yeah, he just sat there, and he did a really good job. And again, my sister has has a shitty taste in music. Looked at the screen, went, even though that was, like, the #1 most talked about thing.
Like, everyone, like, tweeted about it, and yet he still... lost the biggest thing.
So
yeah, and of course, next is some bullshit. Then
they're talking about the 3D.
And then Andy Samberg and Rashida Jones talk about Lil Wayne.
And now I will admit,
Drake.
After listening to their speech a couple more times, because as I think, I don't know if I've said this before, I don't like any of I despise him, but I can respect Drake to some degree
over everyone else
because he actually kind of makes decent enough music to where I can listen to it. Even if it's bad, I'll be like, yeah, that's the motto, nigga. YOLO, YOLO. But it's like, the reason why I like Drake is you could tell he actually is doing this for a reason. Like Lil Wayne, like he's on stage like lifting up his shirt, like oh my god, blah blah blah. After this actually kind of good speech, and then Nicki's just standing there. But like
Why was
the
she on
speech
the
was really
stage?
good. He was like, he was dedicating it to like all the kids out there. He was just like basically he's
His
like
home country, Canada.
and being Jewish, but basically he ended the speech with like, this is to the kids out there who had to walk home alone, which I actually, wow, why am I getting teary-eyed right now?
I don't know why
Like,
are you
for some
getting
reason
teary?
my eyes, but it's like, I respect Drake, I don't like him, but I respect Drake to a fact that it's like, you're cool. He actually has respect for what he's doing, unlike the other two, but okay.
Alright, next we have our one of the laziest stupid performances ever.
Oh, One Direction?
One Direction.
This honestly, this made me laugh because when I said to myself, I'm like, they're this boy band, they're probably gonna do something crazy, but it's like, what did Justin Bieber do? He drove in on a car. He was running through. Oh my God, Justin Bieber! They walk out.
No, they lift up and then they walk
lift up and they just kind of walk out. And while they have very terrible singing voices, just sing.
And then that's it.
They kind of jump a little, and then they're done. The fact is, like I said, I hate One Direction, but I hate them in a way that's not like, oh my god, I hate One Direction. It's just, I hate One Direction. That being said, that performance could have been enjoyable. And
If
I
they
would have been
did
like, okay,
something.
whatever. But it's like, it did nothing at all. So.
They just sat there the whole time. Well, I'm sorry, stand there the whole time. And then, of course, The Wanted and...
I like The Wanted. See, The Wanted is a cool pop band. I like
Rebel Wilson.
Oh, the girl, the one girl.
Here's my potato chips, and then pubes everywhere.
Pubes.
Give the award for Best Female Video.
To Nicki Minaj. Nobody gives a fuck.
She's like, oh my god, I'm so surprised. No, you weren't, bitch. You probably told this ahead of
What
time.
the next one coming up is?
Oh yeah, Kevin Hart introduces 2 Chainz.
Now, here's another thing. Now, this is where I actually respected... This is where I was like, okay, so there's actually an artist I don't like that... I don't like 2 Chainz, but I like the fact that he actually does what a rapper should do.
You know what I like? No, not even like... But I love them strippers.
I love them strippers, too. I love them. But, like... The thing I liked about him was he never said any cuss words. He just kind of rapped. And I was like, okay.
And
his voice has a lot of energy. He's like, yeah, my name is 2 Chainz. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of dope. But then we have some faggot coming in on a skateboard, and then we have him hop around.
Showing his ass to everyone.
He does the really most demonic stare into the crowd. I made a GIF of that. A GIF, whatever the hell that's called.
A GIF.
GIF. I made a GIF of that. It's fucking creepy. He tries to stage dive. I'm surprised no one stripped him. Like, I'm surprised that his pants didn't fall off and someone ran off with his pants. His very colorful pants. But yeah, they were shit. Oh, here's you guys one. Okay, so this is A$AP Rocky. Pop, 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 pop. It's got pop. This is Lil Wayne. Hut. That. That's that. Yeah, that's Lil Wayne for you.
No, it's not. Lil Wayne's this.
Oh yeah, and it's like they zoom in on his face when he's just like, fucker, fucker, fucker. It's like, what the hell? Then don't bleep this shit, because I can tell what he's saying.
No, well, he's not saying it. The recording is.
Exactly. Okay, oh.
And then we have another performance after this. Beautiful Emma Watson.
I love Emma Watson.
Introduces the band that's played there the most,
Yeah.
which was a good performance, I actually believe. Green Day.
The thing I hate about rock...
Black Day.
Black Day. The thing that I really hate, though, about rock performances is they always make it like they're with their fans. Young the Giant last year, they were with their fans. It's like, just let them perform normally. It's like, sorry they're not a freaking pop or rap artist, but it's like, yeah, they had a lot of fun, they had a lot of energy,
and then
they did good, and then they basically just said, everyone come to the stage, they got trampled, and all you heard was like a drum play.
Billy Joel was just like, his face was just sticking out, no one was like helping him get out. And no, I noticed this during the performance. If you notice when, like, before the fans come out, there's just a guy in a suit just standing there, just staring at Billy Joel. He's not like jumping around like all the fans. He's just standing there, just staring at the screen. And I'm like, that is either the creepiest stalker in the world or that guy got lost in the crowd.
Exactly. And then probably the most disappointing thing that I've ever fucking seen. They have no performance. They have no montage. They literally go into commercial with an Adam Yakow tribute, MCA of Beastie Boys, which really fucking was stupid.
I felt depressed after it.
I loved oh yeah, I tweeted about it and I was just like, guys, why the fuck did you have to make me depressed? But it's like, really? That's all you're gonna get? Like, that would have been cool if, like, they performed with, like, people that they, like, the people that like the Beastie Boys / the Beastie Boys, they like Sabotage and Intergalactic. That would have been cool, but nope. And then they showed Twilight. Kristen Stewart is not there, which I thought
Robert
was
Pattinson, Taylor Lautner.
Yeah.
And then we see a trailer for the movie that's probably gonna win the MTV Movie Awards. And
so it's
then
like whatever.
And then Wiz Khalifa and the beautiful Kesha come on stage, and Wiz like, I have a baby.
Yeah, and then it's like,
and I'm
Kesha's back. Oh my god, please.
The Kevin Hart thing. I have a good outfit for you. There's no like exactly. He's like, no, I'm gonna come out with this outfit. Oh. And then like I'm expecting Wiz's baby to come out. It's just like a sack of weed, or the kid's just gonna have like a fro that he has
with weed.
Weed on him.
But okay, and then they present new artists, One Direction, kind of bullshit.
And I hate the fact that they're like, thank you to the fans who have been for us for 2 or 3 years. I'm like, you guys were out for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's funny. They're like 2 or 3 years, but it's like you were probably in the fucking studio getting your shit together for 2 or 3 years. You came out this year or last year with an album. Like, really?
Whatever. And then Fierce Five, the U.S. Olympic team.
That was awkward as shit.
Brought out the Alicia Keys' new single.
Which, I'll admit, Nicki had a pretty dope verse on it.
Because she rapped it.
Yeah, and she rapped, and it wasn't like she was being annoying rapping.
Yeah.
Is that the Wanted?
No.
Or is that the Wanted skit or no?
Where? No, that's...
Oh, no, that's some Taylor Swift thing.
That's the interview they had before the VMAs, which was dumb. Anyway, they had an interview that they recorded 2 days before the show, and yeah, she talks about how she likes her lipstick on her lips.
Rihanna wins Video of the Year.
Out of all the Team Gautier.
Yeah, like, Gautier had, like no mention at all.
He was like, okay, there was Rihanna, Katy Perry, then Gautier. Like, all sitting right next to each other. And they looked like...
Gautier was there?
Yeah, he was sitting right next to Katy Perry.
Oh, I didn't fucking realize. Oh my god.
They were just all, like, chilling together. And you just see his Australian face just look at Rihanna like, good job, you know? At least you weren't...
Oh, I completely forgot this. When One Direction won...
Oh, Fun in Green Day?
No. Well, yeah, at the beginning, when they won... Fun, they're all just looking at each other, just laughing. And then Green Day, after the speech Green Day, they're all just like, what the fuck did they say? But then the third time, when they won Best New Artist, you just see Frank kind of smiling, he's happy. And I'm just like, in his mind, he's like, nigga, I performed your ass, I should have won that.
And then Taco's just like, Harry's a little bitch.
And then Taco tweeted, he's just like, Harry's like a bitch or something like that.
Harry's a little bitch.
Which was funny. But, yeah, she wins. It's like, honestly, I don't really care. It wasn't like it's like any one of the videos I was fine with. And then Taylor Swift closed it. She done a stage dive too. It's like, stop fucking copying.
She raps at the beginning of the song,
yeah, like,
which is horrible. And then the chorus is just annoying.
And it's like, it's honestly...
She
makes annoying breakup pop because that's what she is. But this is like... the most annoying pop song, because this is pop. This is not trying to be...
This is not country anymore. You've gone into pop status now.
This is literally the most repetitive song ever. But yeah, and that's how we get to end the VMAs.
Well, let's look at the other winners they didn't announce.
I will say Coldplay won for Best Rock Video, which is cool.
That's right. Best Video with a Message was Skyscrapers.
Calvin Harris for Best Electronic Dance Music Video.
Most share-worthy video, What Makes You Beautiful. Best art direction, Wide Awake.
Of course, turn up the music, best choreography, best cinematography, Bad
just
Girls.
Completely. Well, she won.
Editing.
Oh, she got best.
Beyonce.
Best visual effects, Skrillex for Dubstep.
Skrillex for Dubstep.
Yeah, and then
best direction, MIA Bago. So ASAP didn't get the editing. Beyonce, Homegirl took that, but
yeah, Gautier got screwed out
this
of
was an
everything.
awkward year.
This was a bad year.
But yeah, like I said, I don't really think there's nothing else to talk about.
Because it was so bad.
So that was your VMA 2012 review. It was complete shit. Hopefully next year. See, the thing is with me is what they need to learn is the opening and the closing should either be the big, like a very awesome rap thing, or good pop. And then in the middle have mixes of big, but then you're gonna have the small, slow performances. That's fine.
Like
but when
Frank.
they're all small and slow, with rarely any exceptions, or if they're all the other performances are just
Like
bad.
Frank was like the perfect type what you needed for the middle of the show, and then Pink was like, that's
Should've
an
been-
opener or closer.
Like, not to hate on Rihanna. I'm not saying Rihanna did her thing. I think Rihanna was fine, but it was like I think Pink was probably the most biggest.
That was the
percentage
biggest
in it.
performance of the night. I don't care what you say. Taylor Swift's performance is not big whatsoever.
It was just a bunch of people running on stage.
It was her in a studio, which was random. Okay, and she's wearing the "Where's Waldo" shirt. So I found Waldo's girlfriend, Taylor Swift. I mean, they need something.
Kennedy. It's Waldo Kennedy.
Waldo Kennedy, yeah. They need to get something big next year. Like, get a good rock band. Not that Green Day. Not that Green Day wasn't bad or all, but like, get like a good rock band like Foo Fighters when they perform for the Grammys.
Oh my God, that was the best performance at the Grammys.
Oh yeah.
And now the Grammys are trying to steal the VMA thunder by having all these 50 performances. It's like, guys, the reason why we watch you is to see people win Grammys, not to see performances.
Yeah.
We watch the VMAs for performances.
It's just really bad now that it's just turned into a whole popularity.
And
contest.
another thing, Kanye,
Where the fuck
where
were
were you? I knew.
I mean, you made that video with your freaking girlfriend and Kevin Hart, and we're like, oh, he's gonna be there.
Yeah, he did all these promotions for it, and I was at least thinking he would be there, but it's like, he wasn't there. You never saw him. Like, Big Sean was there.
Jay-Z
2 Chainz
wasn't
was
there.
there. Jay-Z was there?
I said he wasn't there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What
well,
about,
Jay-Z,
was Pusha T there?
I don't think he was. Pusha T isn't really that big.
Because he was nominated. Well, Kanye was nominated for several
at
awards.
least a decent amount. Yeah, he was in.
For best rap video, he was, and then he was rap for Paris.
Yeah. So it's like he could have at least.
It's like the Grammys. He didn't go because he didn't feel like it.
Oh yeah, at the Grammys, I remember reading about that. He's like, when he figured out he and I quote said he would never go to an award show because he feels as though if the wrong things were to happen, he would go on stage, and I'm like, exactly. That's why you should go, because you need
to bring up
you
this
need to make it right,
dude. The whole VMAs as soon as after One Direction came on, if he would have gone on the stage and just like,
yeah, if One Direction or if he came on with One Direction or Taylor Swift, it would have just been like, thank you.
well, if him and Taylor Swift went on, that would have been like shit. It would have been like an implosion.
Yeah, in conclusion. Oh, this is my conclusion. When I told Eric my anticipation for this, I said that I had the lowest expectations you could ever think for this show. And then I was like, you know what I thought of this? This show was below my lowest expectations. His face, his jaw dropped. It was great.
It was just so like, that's horrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
They need to fix it up. They could possibly have Kevin Hart as host again. I wouldn't mind that. Just, let's get out of the pop zone. Let's bring in what this was all about. We need better performances in intro and outro and just in between.
And another thing is, like, ironically, after looking at all the people that have performed, most of them, if not all of them, came out with something. Because did you notice that? Like, Rihanna, that song came out 2 days before the VMAs. Or the remix of it. Pink's coming out with stuff. Green Day's coming out with stuff. Alicia Keys is coming out with stuff.
Well, yeah, that's her single. She just
2
released it.
Chainz just came out with stuff. Taylor Swift just... It's like... I understand, like, you know what would have been a perfect performer? Like, someone like Linkin Park or in, like, Maroon 5. Those would be 2 good performers, but it's like Linkin Park's probably on the Honda Civic tour still, and then Maroon 5, I don't know what they're doing. But I would love to see, like, Maroon 5 do, like, a, because Wiz was there, too, so it would have been cool, like, what they could have done is they could have been, like, one more night, and then at one part they would stop, and then out of nowhere, like, it would kind of slow down, and then all you'd hear is like, I'm in a pig. Like, and then it would have been cool, and then Wiz could have came out. That would have been a cool. I would have liked that. I would
Swish.
Swish. But it's like, I would have liked that. But it's like
Like what they did for the Grammys with the Rihanna and Coldplay, like how they did that whole
yeah,
thing.
like they had like Rihanna kind of did a small snippet of her songs.
When she,
Then
I'm
they
like,
did Princess of China, and then they did
well, that didn't win anything. That's right.
I am so tired. I am so sorry, folks. School, you know, school.
Yeah, oh yeah, school's back in school. In style.
School's back in school.
School's back in school. All right. So, in conclusion, fix your shit, MTV. Then again, you've
been needing to fix your shit for years.
You went from a music video channel to what the fuck is this channel to
Hey, we're gonna get some pregnant bitches and some Guidos. Which, by the way, Jersey Shore last season. Everyone just start clapping.
the commercial makes it look so depressing.
Yeah, like they show nothing of Jersey Shore. They just show people like
I'm depressed because it's old.
Jersey Shore. Like what the fuck?
What are they gonna do? They're just gonna show Snooki's baby
They're
for
gonna kill Snooki's baby. That's how it's gonna end. Snooki's baby's gonna get
They're
killed off.
gonna get drunk with the baby. That's probably what's gonna happen.
Exactly.
So, it sucked.
Yep.
Let's get out of here. We're not gonna get lunch because this is not a podcast, so this doesn't count.
We never got lunch during a podcast.
I know, but
You would never take me out to get food.
You don't have the same lunch as me.
You always would make me starve.
That's why we're in a house.
By the way, maybe you should go and get me something. Or you should take me to my house so I can get money. And then we should go get something. And then we can eat.
We'll get a little snack.
No, seriously. I'm like 100% serious. I want a snack. We need to get a snack.
That's right. When we're not doing podcasts, we're gonna get a snack.
Okay, guys. Well, we are 99.99999% sure we are going to get a snack.
All
So
right.
we'll see you whenever. VMAs.
Thank you for being
Fuck
on
you.
here.